Hi Libra, thank you so much for joining me. These are going to be general messages for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. The cards are popping already. What the heck? I hope you guys are doing well. Let me pull a Wisdom of the Oracle crowning energy to get started here. These messages that Libra needs to know, October 1st to the 15th, 2019. General messages. Guys, again, yeah, general messages. Take what resonates, throw out the rest, try not to make it fit, and know that the energies can certainly be vice versa. When we're dealing with enmeshed energies, of course it can be. Energy doesn't understand the difference between one and another. Observer is your crowning energy, okay? Let's put that down. Okay, Libra, so your crowning energy for this month from the Wisdom of the Oracle is Observer, and this is all about perspective and objectivity and neutral observation from a distance, which is really important because most people see the world through a personal lens. We all do, right? Where we closely identify our feelings and experiences, so much so that we can come to believe that that's our only reality. But there are times where we really need to actively distance ourselves, really, being very aware to gain a more clear perspective, to understand your circumstances or our circumstances right from a neutral vantage point. So now I'm getting is one of those times for you in your life. This is a great time for you to really do some exploring. Instead of only considering yourself, consider what you need to understand about the conditions in your life, the people in your life, the culture that you're in, the environment that you're engaged with right now. You're going to be really happy you did. Absolutely. Because sometimes we can get in our own way, right? Sometimes you just can't see the forest for the trees, as they say, where, feelings can get all jumbled up, and often we hear one thing when a person says another. But, the reality of this is sometimes when that happens, we have this poor communication, it can often be like an echo of an unresolved past experience that's like dubbed over the conversation that you're having with the person, where it's actually stuff that we carry from our past or that they carry from their past. So take time out before you react to anything during this time period, because it's likely that the other person that you're dealing with has no idea how his or her words have affected you. So you want to just take a few steps back and kind of lend understanding to the situation and have faith in your connection and trust that you guys are going to be able to come together. Just take a higher ground now, really, is the thing. And just really pay attention to yourself, because we do have some things going on in the sky. October 2nd into 3rd, we have Pluto direct to 20 degrees of Capricorn, and that's going to be about a lot of deep internal lessons for all of us, inner work, because Pluto really wants us to acknowledge what isn't working for us, keep what's good, throw out the rest, that whole thing. But it's not as negative as a lot of people are trying to say it is. It's really entirely positive, because Pluto wants to push us into our power and push us to completion of things that no longer serve us and create conclusions in areas that really aren't serving us. And the only thing is, because we have Mercury and Scorpio opposing Uranus and Taurus on the 6th into the 7th, you want to make sure that you don't overthink things to death too much. You guys are an air sign. You're very intellectual. You are really ruled by your thoughts, and you just want to be careful not to do that. And I do feel like you're going to be in a space of figuring out, like, who do I trust, who don't I trust, and that's going to be the result of the full moon at 20 degrees of Aries that we're going to be dealing with on the 13th. Because this is all about us trying to figure out what's real and what's not, and sieving through all of it, right? Because we have this Aries and Libra relationship going on here, and Aries is about assertiveness, right? It's that male energy. And Libra, even though it's a masculine, it is a male energy, there's a femininity to it. It's about partnerships and fairness, right? So when you put these two together with Pluto challenging it, there's going to end up being a lot of projection and deflection and misunderstandings and jealousies and issues like that can end in kind of like power struggles. But guys, it's not negative, if that makes sense, because we do have Jupiter hanging out in there with the sun and the moon, right? We got the moon, Jupiter is trining the moon, and Jupiter sextiling the sun. So what that ends up lending is a lot of support within within the crazy, right? Within the lack of communication. It's giving us what we need to kind of walk across the street to get to the other side of where we need to be right now in all of our relationships. It's not only our intimate relationships, guys. This is our friends. This is, our family relationships, our work relationships, anything like that. Now, in the premeditative shuffle, I always shuffle this, and then wherever it ends after my meditation is the lead card. So I got, it's not only about being right, is the card I got for you. And on the back it says, in all tests of character, when two viewpoints are pitted against each other in the final analysis, the thing that will strike you the most is not who was right or wrong, strong or weak, wise or foolish, but who went to the greater length in considering the other's perspective. So I really think that these two go together. This is really about you guys just being real honest with how you feel and how you see things, and being very honest and realistic about what it is that you have yourself in, be it relationships or jobs or anything like that. Yeah. You guys are still feeling a lot of this, because you are a cardinal sign, so you are feeling the shift quite strongly, I do feel. And any messages that Libra needs to know. So I'm going to pull 2 cards for your past, 2 for the past of the person or situation you're dealing with, and then where you guys are at now and your fears. Then we'll sweep that and we'll get into blockages and outcome, okay? And we'll pull qualifiers as we go along. Okay. Yeah, well, Libra, I feel like this is you, okay? Because we have the sword energy here for sure. And you being very tuned into yourself. Okay, so that's the past. This is the present. The other person. And these are your fears. The 2 of you. All right, so let's get right into this. So for your past, Libra, we have the Page of Swords reverse. And the Ace of Swords reverse. So this is telling me that, first of all, you were very tuned into yourself as far as your wants and needs, okay? Straight out of the gate, that is what I'm getting. I'm also getting that you were dealing with somebody who you felt very strongly was not being honest with you, because the Swords upright is about truth and reverse is about dishonesty. So I get that somebody came along and said that they wanted this start with you. They wanted this beautiful new beginning, that they had this reality, kind of framed out for how they wanted things to be, but they didn't present themselves in the best way, because the Page of Swords reverse indicates somebody who says one thing, but their actions actually indicate another, right? So when we have this in the reverse, this is me, I'm feeling like you were dealing with somebody who did not walk their talk, if you know what I mean. And the person or situation that you were dealing with was being very dishonest, because we have the 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords is a thievery energy, okay? This is about, and because swords are thoughts and words, this tells me that they were being underhanded in some way. I'm not even going to say that they were actually outright lying to you. I am getting this feeling of this idea of holding back information, of twisting things around, of saying one thing and doing another, okay? I really I kind of feel like this, right? There was this willingness from them, though, certainly, to move forward, right? They definitely wanted to move forward with you in some way. Some of you guys might have been dealing with the Sagittarius, I am getting. But regardless, this is like a lying through omission kind of energy, a not being straight up about what's actually going on, saying that they want to start with you, but again, their walk just not matching it, and them coming off as kind of like, what do you mean? I'm working really hard. I want this next phase with you, but you just not buying something about it. And in the present, though, right now, I feel like you're in a space of really being in touch a lot more with yourself, of feeling like the situation or person that you were dealing with. Now, this could be an intimate relationship. This could be a friendship. This could even be a job. But the 6 of Swords reverse tells me that you're moving away from something, even if it's only mentally, even if it's only emotionally. But I do get this feeling that you're doing this because you feel disrespected. You feel like you were not treated well or the right way, or at least honestly. I'm getting that you felt a lack of sincerity by a person or a situation. And this is really putting you in a space of really feeling like you need to kind of protect yourself and getting in touch with your own Six of Pentacles energy. Six of Pentacles is all about support, right? Getting what you need. Pentacles is more than resources. It's more than money. But this can certainly be you guys just really tending to your own coin, tending to your own resources, making sure you have what you need. But it doesn't only have to be in the tangible resources, because Pentacles is also mental and psychological, emotional, physical, right? So this is you really kind of figuring out on your own what it is that you need right now, while you put things in perspective with this person or situation that you've had to distance yourself from in some way. And they're in a Nine of Pentacles reverse energy right now and a Four of Cups reverse energy. So what this tells me is that they're in a space of feeling like they're not going to be able to attain what they really want with you. Because the Nine of Pentacles upright is all about the culmination of things that you're working towards. It's really that space of arriving at and dreams coming true, right? Things really starting to come to fruition. And in the reverse, it's telling me that this person feels like they're not getting there with you, that things are not working out. So this could be with a job, your boss or even your colleagues are just getting this vibe from you that you're just not happy in your job and you're not happy with where you're at. It can certainly be with an intimate relationship. And with the Four of Cups reverse, the Four of Cups upright, I always call the checklist card. And this is the acknowledgement that, I feel really disappointed. I'm definitely not entering into any other relationship with any other person, nonetheless this person, unless A, B, and C is done and handled a certain way. So it's kind of this holding very fast to a certain way of thinking, right? And in the reverse, this just indicates that they're feeling even more emphatic about this, okay? This very heavy sense of disillusionment. But what I'm getting that this person is not being honest with themselves about is the reality of their past and how it's inflected them thus far, and that they feel they're a lot more ready than they actually are for a relationship. And I don't feel like they're at all in touch with this. So going back to this idea of maybe not being totally honest through omission, I feel like this person is not even being fully honest with themselves. I have to tell you, I'm getting that very strong. It's like they have this desire to want to work things out with you, and they honestly don't see where they're doing things in any sort of an off manner that is making you uncomfortable. They just don't see it. And you're feeling very sad about this, because in your fear position, we have the Six of Cups, which is all about love and happiness and tapping into your inner child and really feeling that you're with your person, right? That you're really with your person. And because the Six of Cups energy often gives us the feeling like, you're my family. I feel this sense of connectedness to you. And it's this deep, deep level of emotion. And again, this can be with where you feel really super connected to your job or a friend, or wanting, right? This is this wanting, but because it's in your fear position, I'm getting that you're afraid that you're just never going to be able to be in that space with this person or situation, that you're afraid you're never going to be able to feel that family kind of comfort with this person or situation, and it's certainly just not what you're looking for, okay? And I do have to also say that the Six of Cups energy can also represent reuniting with a relationship that maybe you're in a space of no communication. And I'm getting that for some of you, this is actually something that you're afraid of. You're afraid of a reconnection. You're afraid of somebody reaching out to you. I'm getting because some of you are afraid and not fully trusting yourselves and in how you're going to respond and react to them reaching out. Because maybe some of you, I'm going to have to pull, let's see. Yeah, because we have the Page of Wands reverse. Let me just finish that thought in a second. The Page of Wands reverse indicates there being delay in a new start. So I feel like for some of you, if this is resonating with any of you as there being a reconnection with a person or a situation, you fearing that there being too much of a delay in you guys getting back together, where you guys are not together right now, and you want to get together, but you're feeling that there's this delay and that there's a lack of motivation. And I feel like the lack of motivation is a fear that you have of them, because it's a court card. It can be you, them, or both of you. So maybe you're even feeling a little trepidatious, a little insecure about revisiting this person or this situation, maybe because you're afraid of how things turned out before, and you don't want to repeat that pattern. You know, because I do feel that this person, their fear is arguing. We have the Five of Swords in their fear sector. So the Five of Swords is about arguing, and the Magician reverse is about not making it happen. So I feel like this person or situation that you're dealing with is afraid of conflict if you guys get back together, and afraid of things not going the way that they would really like them to go. But I also feel that this person is also very set in their mind over the way they think things should look, things should roll out, things should be, which, you know what, you can't beat them up for that, because many of us are like that. It's, you know, we're who we are, you know. It's very difficult to take on that other person's perspective, which is what we were talking about with this observer crowning energy that we have for you. Okay, I'm getting this very strong in the fear sector that something happened and you guys ended up breaking up, and you're in a space of really trying to get yourself together, Libra, and think things through that you think is the best thing for you. I feel like this person or situation that you're dealing with definitely still wants this with you, but they're afraid of it not working out, and they're afraid of the conflict. And at the same time, you're afraid of this reuniting, either it being a positive for you and you're afraid of too much time passing, or you're afraid of it because you're not sure if you can trust it, and you're not sure if you feel motivated enough to move forward with it. Yeah, so let's get some qualifiers on this situation. Spirit, please give me a card for Libra, and give me a card for this person or situation. All right, Libra, you're just not wanting to deal with whatever this situation is anymore. The Ten of Wands energy just indicates to me that you've gone through a lot of emotional stress, and it's really gotten in the way of you feeling very motivated to move forward in this situation in the way it is. And this is not a complete annihilation of a situation or a relationship by any stretch. This indicates that the way things have been going needs to stop. And the fact that it's reversed indicates increased emotional, where it's a lot of it is very mental. Because in the upright, it could just be the, you know, complete multitasker card. You have too much on your plate. You got too much going on with work. You have too much going on at home, with school, with this, that, you know, and, you know, active stuff. And you just pulled in 12 directions on top of having, you know, mental stuff. But this tells me you're under a lot of mental stress right now. And the level of mental stress and emotional confliction that you're feeling is getting in the way of you being clear on how motivated you really are actually to work at this thing. And they got the Three of Swords reversed. So I like the Three of Swords reversed better than the upright, because in the reverse, this indicates that something painful is going on, some sort of conflict. This does not have to be a third-party situation. This could just be you, them, and this external conflict. This could just be arguing because of a job, a family member. It could be because of another person, but it doesn't have to be. But what I like about the reversal is that the argument is happening, the conversation is happening, and there's clarity to it. Because when it's in the upright, there's no clarity. So I do like that. But let's get some more information before we go into the blockages and the outcome, please. I'd like some more information about what we're dealing with here with Libra and this person. Okay. Yeah, they want the Ten of Pentacles with you. They feel like you are, whatever situation you're dealing with, if this is a relationship, they feel like you're the one for them. If this is a job, your employer feels like you are the right person for the position. If this is a friend, they really feel like you are a very, very solid, stand by them kind of friend, but you're not feeling very supported in the relationship, and you're not feeling that you're getting what you need, and that this next part of your life, because Libra, again, you're a cardinal sign. You guys are feeling the eclipses this year. You're feeling the changes, and you're just not sure if you're feeling supported in the way that you want to be supported or that you need to be supported to go forward with this person or this situation. And, you know, guys, support is a big word. This is, you know, are they showing up mentally, emotionally, physically in the way that you feel that they really need to show up? You know, I'm getting that you feel like they don't. Or are they contributing in the way of resources, in the way that's necessary to move you guys forward, and in the way that you are? Now, it's one thing if the person, like, is really doing the best they can. But I'm feeling like you feel like they could show up better, they can contribute more. And you're not getting that. And it's making you feel very uncomfortable. Like a little, kind of like things are not being treated fairly, right? And you guys are the scales. You guys are all about, you know, let's be fair about this. Let's approach this from a level playing field. What do we need? What do you need? What do I need? And I just feel like they're not, you're feeling like they're not being as on board, as forthcoming, as just showing up in the way that you feel like they need to. So let's pull some cards for your blockages. And the Hangman reverse, okay? So we'll pull 2 for each. And then we'll pull some outcome. Oh, all right. Something's over, but something's starting. Okay, blockages. The Hangman reverse for you, Libra. And the 5 of Swords reverse. So what's blocking you is this, you don't want to have the conflict, right? Because the 5 of Swords is about having the argument, exchanging those words, and you're just not wanting to do it. You're in this space. The Hangman reverse is about, tells me that you're reflecting on this person or the situation, first of all, not 100% clearly. And please, let me explain what I mean by that. I feel like you're reflecting on this person or this situation with, in a way where you're putting a little bit too much of a positive spin on it. And the thing is, if you're thinking about returning to it, I'm getting that the blockage here is you being cognizant and aware of you potentially ending up more of a victim in this situation than the victor, where it's not going to end up serving your highest good. So you're in this space of analysis paralysis, okay? But for them, I get their blockage is the shadow side, which is the devil, which is about them being in like a negative, low vibrational energy. Now for some, now for others of you, because this is a general reading, I'm going to tell you, the shadow side could be negative thinking, but it could also be addiction. So this could be somebody who's drinking too much, who's partying too much, who's maybe flirting too much. This could be a sex addiction, a shopping addiction, addiction to food, any sort of addictive, you know, fill in the blank. But it could also just be a very negative pattern of thinking. Somebody who's always glass half empty, somebody who's always looking to create drama and conflict, just create conflict, right? And I feel like whatever this is, whatever this situation is, it's blocking them, right? And it's blocking. And they're very aware of it, though. I do feel like they are aware that this is blocking them. And they know it's like they don't have the faith. Their faith is really being compromised right now because the Star reverse is telling me that they are not acting up to their, you know, really within the confines of their moral compass. And that because of that, they're not gaining this level of support from spirit that they need for this situation with you. And this is blocking them. This is blocking them. But Libra, you know right now, you are the Queen of Cups. You know exactly what commitment looks like. You know what it requires. You know what you need to do to have this. Okay? You know, but you're not willing to give it. This is blocking you because you feel like this 9 of Pentacles, this ultimate happy ending with this situation is just not going to happen. I'm feeling very strong that you feel like this person or situation is not going to be able to be supportive of you in your life in the way that you need. And that is whether just being there for you emotionally, mentally, physically. Maybe they're not around enough. Maybe they don't connect with you enough. They're there when it's convenient. Or maybe they're not contributing as far as resources go. They're just not being solid in the way that you feel like they need to be. And they have the 10 of Wands and their blockages here, and they feel like you're putting too much pressure on them. Yeah. And then we have the 2 of Pentacles energy. Okay. So 2 of Pentacles in reverse. So this is a Capricorn energy. This is a very, some of you might be dealing with Capricorn, but the 2 of Pentacles reverse is about them feeling like they're not going to be able to have this attainment with you. That's what they feel. But then, I mean, do we even really need to talk about the outcome here, which I need to qualify the bridge to how you're going to get to that, from that to this? You guys are going to have, there's going to be a death to the cycle of this relationship, hands down, if there isn't one already. But death is about endings and beginnings. And if you're resonating with this, Libra, I feel like there's an absolute new beginning for you guys, because we have the 10 of Cups, which is beautiful. This is deepening of connection, deepening of a commitment built over time, because each of these cups in the rainbow is accumulated over time, but it's not going to just happen like that. You have to go through stuff. You're going to be going through that 3 of Swords reverse energy where there is going to have to be the argument. You're going to have to argue, or you're going to have to at least hash things out, and there's going to have to be a lot of empathy where you guys are really hearing each other, because if you don't hear each other, I feel like in a weird way, it's like this, you know what, I just feel like, I'm just feeling a very 2 of lovers energy. All right, these guys popped out. We might as well go with them. Ace of Wands reverse is a lack of willingness, right? As we're approaching the resolution of this to move forward. But then there's a realization, 7 of Pentacles energy, that yes, I want to start this new cycle with you. 7 of Pentacles. Yes, let's stand in our truth and let's tap into our intuition and be really dead-ass honest with ourselves and each other about what's necessary to move this forward. I do like this. Bottom of the card, bottom of the deck right now is the Sun. I'm pulling that. Yep. I'm not acknowledging that Tower reverse because it doesn't even matter to me, because we have that death. We have the Death card. Okay, I want some information between this Ace of Wands reverse and the 7 of Pentacles, Spirit. Give me some messages for this. Okay. Yep. Okay. 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 All right, this makes sense to me. So you guys are having the conversation. I want to have stability with you, but I don't feel stable with you. I don't feel stable with you in this relationship. I want to so badly open my heart and have this new beginning with you, but because I feel this stagnation, and I feel like I'm not going to have what I need with you, and you guys having the conversation, and it's like, no, I want to give you everything that you need. I want to be there. You're not understanding my reality, and I'm not understanding your reality. You guys are going to have this conversation, and then we're going to have the Knight of Wands energy, which is all about forward movement and really actively making it happen. This is about being motivated for a new beginning together. Beautiful. Yes, no. Let's go. Yes, no. Yes, no, Spirit. Will Libra have the outcome that they are looking for within this period? Please let me know and let Libra know. They're going to have the outcome that they're looking for. Beautiful. Beautiful. I like the 10 of Cups reverse here. I'm not mad at it. 10 of Cups reverse only indicates a slight delay due to external situations that you guys have to work through. So it could be the situation that you're going to work through. It could be a situation within your family, either of your families, with your friends, or it can even be a slight delay because it's something to do with work. But the ultimate outcome is the Justice card. This is you. This is beautiful. I could not have asked for a better ending. You guys are going to figure your stuff out if you're resonating with this, Libra, and that is what I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me. Until next time. Bye-bye.